Our scripture reading this evening comes from the book of Genesis. Continue our evening series through this book. As was mentioned before when we began this narrative of Noah's flood, we're going to be looking at the section under different themes that appear in it. Tonight, looking at the theme of God's covenant. So there'll be two readings. One is just one verse from chapter 6, verse 18, where he mentions the establishment of the covenant. And then later reading from verse 20 of chapter 8 to chapter 9, verse 17, where the details of this covenant are outlined. So those are the two sections. Just going to need to turn a page over. We'll start with Genesis 6, verse 18, and then jump over to chapter 8, verse 20. And as you prepare to read along with me, I remind you that this is not the words of a man, but the inspired and the infallible and the inerrant words of the living God. First again, reading one verse from Genesis 6, verse 18. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. And now over to chapter 8 at verse 20. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and took some of every clean animal and some of every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And when the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground because of man, for the intention of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I ever strike down every living creature as I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. And God blessed Noah.